Hi boys and girls. Today I'm going to show you how to make our next two uppercase or capital letters G and H. If you have Fundations paper, that's what you could use for this. If you do not have Fundations paper, that's okay. You can use any printing or handwriting paper that has the three lines, the two solid lines, the top and the bottom, and the dotted or the dashed line in the middle. They work just as well. Okay, so when we're using Fundations paper for the lesson. So when you hear me call something the skyline, I'm talking about this top line right here. Okay, that would be the top line or the skyline if you have just regular printing paper at home. When I say plain line, I'm referring to the middle dotted or the dashed line. And if I say grass line, it would be the bottom line on regular handwriting paper. Okay, this line will not appear on any paper except for Fundations. This is like sort of the under the ground, below the bottom line. We call it the worm line in Fundations. But if you're using regular printing paper with just the three lines, you're not going to have the extra one. So just don't worry about that because we're actually not using this line anyway for uppercase letters. Okay, uppercase letters all start at the skyline, which is the top line, and they go down to the bottom or the grass line. Okay, so here's how you make the uppercase or capital letter G. First, you're gonna point your pencil. I'm using a marker, but you'll be using a pencil at home. So you point your pencil to the skyline, fly back on the skyline, down to the grass line, go up to the plain line, and straight back on the plain line. Sorry, that was a little bit bumpy there. I'm gonna try it again just a little bit neater. Okay, so you point to the skyline, fly back on the skyline, around and down to the grass line, back up to the plain line, and then go back, straight back, just a little bit on the plain line, which is that middle line. Okay, so there you have uppercase G. G, game, G. Say that with me. G, game, G. Okay, so once you start at the top on the skyline and you go around, you actually do not have to pick up your pencil one time. When you get here, you just fly straight back without ever picking up your pencil. Okay, so that's nice. It's like one big stroke. All right, we're gonna do another one, but this time I want you to make the sound G, like you hear at the beginning of game. G, G. Okay, that's a stopper sound. G is a stopper consonant. So I want you to turn your voice on and make the sound G while I write the letter G this time. Feel free, if you're watching for the first time, you can follow along with your finger if you want. Here we go. G, G. Sorry, I messed up. Let me start over. G, 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 G. There you go. That's G, game, G. Our next letter that we're going to do today is our uppercase or capital letter H. Just like all the uppercase letters, we're using the skyline or the top line to start. So what you do is you point to the skyline with your finger or pencil. You go straight down to the grass line. Then you leave a space and point to the skyline again. So I'm just gonna come over, leave a little space, and then go back to the top. So you're at the skyline again, and you go down again, straight down to the grass line, which is your bottom line. Then you cross to connect the two lines right in the middle at the plain line. Okay, and this is H, and H is for hat, and the sound is h. So say H, hat, say it with me. H, hat, and believe it or not, H is actually a stretchy consonant sound. Even though you might run out of air if you hold on to the sound for too long, you can stretch it out. Listen. Your voice box is also turned off for the sound. It's just air coming out of your mouth. H, hat, okay. Let's write another H just a little bit faster. So you point your pencil on the skyline, go down to the grass line, leave a space, start back at the skyline, go down to the grass line again, and then you'll pick up your pencil and you'll cross it on the plain line. There's H, hat. So it's actually a total of 3 strokes. It's 1, 2, 3. So 3 different times you'll have to make a stroke. There's 1, then you leave a space, do 2, and then you connect them with the 3rd. Okay? This time, let's see if you can stretch out the sound while I write the letter H. Ready? Mouths ready, and... Did you do it or did you run out of air? Okay, so our 2 letters that we learned today are G, for G, game, G, and H, hat. As always, thank you for watching.